What's up, homies? Let's talk about used jewelry, vintage jewelry versus new jewelry. Jewelry is a big deal, but why is it a big deal? A lot of reasons. Like, eventually, you need to learn both sides of the story. Some people do appreciate jewelry for being something valuable, for holding value, for owning something rare. All the romances of a rock collector's arsenal go into people who collect jewelry too. But I think jewelry people got it a little bit twisted because it becomes worthless once it's used. Okay, like it's worth something to you, right? But you wear it and then you try to sell it. It's used. It is, man. Don't play games with yourself. Don't act like your used jewelry is new just because you kept it nice. It's used, man. Nobody wants it now. And there is a whole new market forming up about vintage jewelry and how people want it more than new stuff just because the new stuff is so fake or it's so not saturated in color or it's plated or this or that. So some people do look towards vintage jewelry, but vintage used jewelry looks used. Okay? I hate to push points that are obvious, but I mean, you have to understand that used jewelry. Say we take this ring. This is a lab created ruby. It doesn't scratch. It's a hardness of like 9. But if you look closely at this, there's dings like all over it from some old man hitting this against stuff. They're not bad. They could actually be buffed out. And that's what you'll realize when you start wearing jewelry is that you could take things like this to the jeweler and buff them out. But old jewelry is old, okay? You don't know why it's old, but look at this. It moves inside of there. Hear that? Hear that? It needs to be reformed. The little edges don't really hold as tight over the years when you get little dents all over them. And, I mean, let's be honest about my Movado. It's scratched as hell. I wore this in restaurants and stuff. The whole bezel is scratched a lot. I mean, the face isn't, so it's still a useful watch. But if you look at either of my Movados, they're scratched to shit. And my other one that I traded a whole bunch of stuff for, it doesn't even close. Oh, I'm glad I can't even find it because it really pisses me off. The lower end one closes fine and it always has closed for years. Click. But what about the more expensive model where they put little rollers in here for you to click? Doesn't click very good, does it? It's because it's bent. See this part? It's bent. You can't always tell what's wrong with used jewelry until you try it and you're like, oh, it's been used a lot. It's crap now.